Yo, crypto nation and mining family. Crypto nation and mining family. What's going on? And of course, like always, it's not financial advice. Yo, crypto nation and mining family. What's going on out there? So, definitely going to be doing a little bit of a continuation on my FPGA build here. So, got a few things that I was having prepped for today. Gotten some cool gear. I'll be dropping another video a little bit later on today once I make the thumbnail for some cool product. We got a Shield Folio Stone Book with their ghost pen. You want to know what that's all about? Stay tuned for the next video. And then another thing that I got in, I've been kind of waiting for this for like about a month now. Finally got here. Thank you, COVID. But you guys haven't seen this before. It's by Isaiah Jackson, Bitcoin in Black America. He's been on Max Kaiser, so he kind of popped up on my radar through Max Kaiser, and saw that he has a book, and I was like, you know what? I like to try to support the crypto community the best that I can. That's why I reached out to the people with the Stone Book too, because I wanted to do a review on their product and all that stuff. And now we got some people rolling in. Yo, Crypto Mikkel, what's up? What's up? So, hey, Mikkel, check this out. Boom, Bitcoin in Black America, by Isaiah Jackson. Hopefully, this is going to be a good read. It's not very thick. Print's fairly large print on here, so I think this will be a really nice light read. Kind of looking forward to it, and he was even nice enough to sign it, so bam. I will be working on trying to get him on either my channel here or DCA Adventure. It'd be pretty cool to get the man on here. He was also on Max Kaiser's show, so I'm really looking forward to reading the book and trying to get in touch with him. If I can't get in touch with him, maybe I can reach out to my man Kenzie and see if maybe he can talk to Isaiah Jackson for me, and so I can set up an interview with him. I'd love to get him on, do some awesome chit-chatting with him on his viewpoint of how the world is. But let's go ahead and dig into the FPGA. As you can see, I do have the 8-pin connector off. The last time, whenever I did the last video, this connector was kicking my ass. So basically, the solder that they're using in here is, of course, lead-free solder. It doesn't like to wick up into my wick in any way, shape, or form. So I had to actually, and it's the reason why I stopped, is that with my Hacko soldering station, I'm still learning the little nuances of it, but I had to figure out how to basically turn the temperature up on the soldering station so that I could start getting the solder joints off of this thing. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to clean this up and actually resolder it back onto the board. What I did notice on the board side, let me go ahead and switch over to this view. Why does my screen keep doing that to me? I do not know why it does that. I don't get it. Like the last shot, it like had me move it over, and now I'm moving it back. That's weird. Whatever. It is what it is. So, let me go ahead and get a nice tight view on this. Let me see about tightening it up a little bit more, and let's get you in the focus here. All right, so this is where the 2 8-pins were residing originally. Let me go ahead and pull out my tweezers a little bit here. As you can see here, this is how the ports are supposed to look like. You can see over here, and this one, that these connectors are actually damaged. So I did notice that there was a little bit of corrosion in this area. I did clean it up a little bit, the best that I could. But as you can see, 3 of the ports are fairly damaged. I mean, you can even see that. Let me see if I can get. And you can see that this has actually got a piece of the board that's trying to come off, which is no good. So I'm not going to be putting the 8-pin connector back into this position here. The 8-pin connector that was here was definitely aftermarket. It did not look like the other connector. You would think that whenever you're getting something from at the same time and it was being put on by the manufacturer, that the connectors would all look uniform and the same. These ones did not. I had 2 different 8-pins on there, which is fine, it works. But in the case of corrosion, thankfully I have another position to be able to put the stuff back into. The original position seemed to be a little bit more robust. So basically today I'm going to be cleaning this connector up, trying to get the rest of the flux, not the flux, well, this is flux, that's all that sticky stuff that's there, but the rest of the solder off of there, so that the joints are nice and clean and fresh, and then I can stick it back up onto the board, solder it in place, and talk about the last little bit of news that's coming on up. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off the flux off of here, if I'm able to, because this stuff is nasty. Flux, dude, it is the most sticky stuff on the planet. And I'm going to try to get all this stuff to attach back onto the board very nicely here. Alright. Nasty. Flux is nice, but sure makes a mess. Alright, we're starting to make a headway. Got it off of there. Alright. I'm not so worried about the flux up onto the back side of this. Not so much of an issue for me. I definitely want to make sure where the connector is going to come in contact with this thing that there's no flux in there, because there's flux in the connector area here. It'll make getting the connector separated from each other more of a task. Alright, so let's go ahead and dig into this. There's really not too much to do on this, other than to get some of, let's see here, this joint cleaned up, these couple of joints cleaned up, and then this one joint right here. Oop, got to get used to the camera angle here. So this last joint, and then these ones here. So let's go ahead and, oh man, that flux is already sticking everywhere on me. This stuff's nasty. that, go ahead. Let's go ahead and get something in here so that I can start holding this. All right, just like that. And let's go ahead and get a soldering tip in here so I can start cleaning all of this good stuff up. So, turn you on, make sure that hopefully. Alright, so tips in there perfect. As it burns some stuff off. Trying to start breaking the bond on this a little bit. Alright, now we can pull out some of the solder wick. And hopefully I can get this to do what I want. So that's one leg. Oop. And I'm not even on camera doing that. That was awesome. Alright, so let's get the next one. Let's put this off to the side so we got a little bit more working room here. Alright, so I got that one joint cleaned up, that first one right there, so that one looks really nice. Let's go after the next one, and hopefully we'll... It's kind of a pain in the butt to clean these up a little bit, I'm just saying. There we go. This is easier to clean up off of here actually than it was to get this thing out of the board. I think it's because I got the soldering iron up a little bit higher though. Right. Last joint. Alright. So as you can see, now they're nice, clean solder joints. doing right now is trying to knock, instead of trying to do it that way. Alright, so there's these like little nubs that got melted off whenever I was initially doing this. Let's go ahead and try to be a little safe with this. Trying to be nice about this, so I'm trying to just cut these nubs off since they got melted anyway. Alright, that's how I like it. Yo, what's happening, grits? So, as you can see, grits, that 8-pin connector finally came off. I had to put the temperature of my soldering iron a lot higher to get it to do that. Alright, and then my next thing will be seeing if all the pins want to line back up into this board. So they do line back up, but let's see here. I do have a little bit of nastiness still going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to alcohol swab this. I'm not thinking this is going to be a long video that I'm going to do right now. Starting to get a little better looking there. Alright, so that's a lot better looking. Alright, that is way better looking. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put that back into the board. What's up, unknown crypto? Alright, so definitely gotta put this all back together now. And we're going to go ahead and see if I can. Alright, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put this back into here. And if you notice that I'm not going to put anything up in here, like I said, this port, that's some nasties on there. This port is damaged, and you can see part of the copper on there is starting to peel away. These ones are burned. So I'm not sure if this is going to be, if it was an issue at any point in time, but let's go ahead and eliminate any kind of potential problem. Yo, driving home from work, be safe. Hope you're not texting while you're driving and you're like, all that good stuff. Yes, Techman. The reason that I was pulling it out was because there was a lot of there was corrosion in this area here. I saw green corrosion, which tells me that there was moisture down in here. Whenever I unsoldered this, this port, and this port are damaged on this. I wanted to make sure, basically, if there's an issue on the board itself, I want to know that it's not coming from these connectors. I don't want power to be anything of an issue that I need to worry about. So I'm taking it out, cleaning up the joints, and then I'm reutilizing this one since this one was not damaged. Where do I have the other one? Oh, there it is. This one that I have, let's see if my camera wants to pick it up. But you can see right here that this connector actually got hot enough to melt the port. There's really no issue with this in any way, shape, or form. The joints are good, the pin's still there, and all that good stuff. It's just that I needed to know if the solder joints on the board were damaged. And I was able to see that 3 of them were, so we're not going to use this one since these two are totally different connectors. Let's see if I can get them both in there. This is factory. This is something that the person that I got it off of added onto it. You can see that the locking tabs are different. So I'll have an extra, basically 8-pin that's at a 90 degree, so I can use it for any other project. I have parts. And if both of these came out damaged, I do have a second BCU 1525 right up over here with a fresh, brand new connector up on that bad boy. That looks very nice. And then you can see how all the copper ports on this one look really good. They're not burned or anything like that because they've not been used. So yeah. So now we're going to go ahead and solder this bad boy back up onto here. And all of that good stuff. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I'm thinking it might be a short one. Alright, so I want to put something underneath this to kind of help push up. Let me see if I can just drop you right up onto. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to be able to solder this back into place and go from there. And we'll go ahead and turn this off. I want to get a different tip up on you instead of having the tip that I use for the solder wick. Get my knife blade up on there. There we go. Man, I like this little Hacko soldering iron, man. It tells me in real time what the temperature is. It tells me when it's ready to go. Serpent's like, oh, we get hardware porn on a permanent, regular basis now? Sweet. Hey, Serpent, thank you for sure. Love all the support from the community. So now, gonna go ahead and solder this bad boy back up onto here. flux on there. What did I do with my flux? Should always try to use some of that flux on here. Just put a little dab will do you, right? That tip is just a little big for what I'm trying to do. I need something a little smaller. And that'll be this one. Now I gotta wait for the heat to take back up onto you. There we go. Oop. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. Alright. I didn't even notice that I wasn't in camera view on that one. Alright, so I'll get some awesome solder on here. Alright, let's get some alcohol wipers on here. Let's see how this looks. Get some of that old flux off of there now that it's been used. Look at that. Look at that. Those are some nice, shiny joints. So that's been properly. Well, let me check it on the other side here. Alright. So it looks good on this side. Looks really good on this side now. So I'm just kind of cleaning up all the nasty flux that I had to put up onto there. All right. All right, cool. Ooh. It's nasty. Cleaning this really good. All right. So now that's all nice and taken care of. And make sure I don't have any solder bridges in here. The last thing we need is a solder bridge. Sorry if I'm blocking your view. Alright, cool. Had to make sure I got rid of the solder bridge. It looked like there was a little solder bridge between those two joints, so I basically knocked off the solder joints off of the solder bridge, because that will give you a whole new bag of problems if you miss something as simple as a little bit of solder going in between. So now these are all nice and soldered up. I like it. They're in there really good. You can't knock this off the board. It's on there. We're good to go. All right, cool. So there's that. Now I'm just kind of waiting for Christy Lee, oh god, a girl, getting me the board schematics for this so that I can basically go through all of the little individual capacitors. Let's see here. Resistors, capacitors. I think that's a capacitor right there. And then you've got all the little itty bitty dudes that are around there too. So I need to find power traces, ground traces, what the readouts and ohms are on all of that stuff, so that I can basically move forward with diagnosing this the rest of the way. I think I have an idea of a potential issue on this board. Until I get whenever I measure this one that says count 6, I'm figuring that this circuit is a clock circuit for the FPGA. On the other FPGA, the FPGA I have, this reads out at 50.2 ohms, where this one's only reading out at a half an ohm. So either the other FPGA that has a damaged chip on there has a blown out clock circuit on there, or this one is the culprit of this system. We'll have to find out that whenever I finally get board view schematics from Oh God a Girl. Hopefully I'll get that soon here. I know that one of the people at Xilinx is looking into that for me, so that I can get that. Hopefully I'm well on my way to getting this thing back up and operational. There is no cracks on the chip itself, so I know that there's no issue with this. And I almost want to clean up the chip since I touched it with flux on my hands the last time I was doing anything with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna all right, cool. So, got that. I'm gonna take my shirt to it now that I know that I got all that nastiness off of there. All right, cool. So, there's pretty much that in a nutshell of how to solder back on the joints. It's pretty easy. It was pretty much of a pain in the ass just trying to release this thing off of the original, off of the board originally, because I was playing with it at 750 degrees right now to get the solder off of there. Whenever I did it the last time, whenever I shut the stream off a couple days ago, I had to up my soldering station to 820 degrees, so another 70 degrees on this thing, and it took the solder off without any issue. I'm fairly certain that what they had put into it was lead-free. Lead-free is a little harder to deal with. It doesn't like the wick. It's weird stuff, but so I got good stuff on there now, stuff that I can work with. And then on another note of news, let me put this over here since I'm pretty much done with that for the time being. Clear some of the stuff out of my way, get my mess kind of somewhat cleaned up a little bit here. As I'm waiting for my Stream Deck to respond. Why are you not responding? There we go. So, the next thing that is going to be coming up here, and it is less than 7 days away, guys. Oop, wrong button. That one. There we go. Yo, mining disrupt. Ooh, I cannot wait. There's going to be some cool stuff coming on. This will be, as you can see, the counter on there: 6 days, 16 hours, 20 minutes, and 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Ooh, the timer. So if you guys are interested, I will be live streaming this next week on the 22nd, which, let's see, that will be, what day is the 22nd? Let's see here. I forget what day that is. I think it's Tuesday. Could be wrong. Calendar. 22nd. Okay. So it should be Wednesday. So exactly a week from today. Yeah. So 22nd. It'll be fairly early in the day. I've actually got part of it pulled up right here. Let me slide this over, because, yo, check this out. Bam! So, Mining Disrupt. It's going to be the same thing as the last virtual conference that I went to. So, we got a private suite. Now, I've already got access to the conference online. So, we've got the Mining Disrupt organizers and support. We got Alpha Miner. We've got the Block Tech Energy Services, so you have no idea what that's all about. Got crypto mining tools here. Advanced data centers. Ooh. BitPro will be here. So it looks like we got some stuff to be able to check out. Max Doc's Industrial Transformers. Oh boy. Industrial Transformers, I love it. AVNet will be here. Buyminers.ca. So I've got a mining shop there. Cryptics, no idea what they're all about. Nova Block. And Epic Blockchain Technologies. Now I've seen these guys around before, Epic. So we'll be able to learn a little bit more about them. So this is all private. This is not something that the general public would ever be able to get into in any way, shape, or form, guys. So I hope you guys will enjoy the live stream I'll have next Wednesday. I'm kind of psyched to look forward to seeing this. Hopefully my man Crypto Mikkel was able to get the tickets to go to this. Ooh. Inception. Y'all. Oh, they made a mod easier, add a chat pause. Yep. So we can snipe the holes of misbehaving. What's going on? So, I hope that you guys will be around next Wednesday whenever I do the live stream then. Yeah, for sure, Unknown Crypto. I will, whenever she emails me the board views, I will say what's up for you. Yo. So, has anybody got any questions for me before I sign out of here? I wasn't planning on doing this really long stream for today. It was just more or less me showing you that I got the connector off the board. It did not defeat me in any way, shape, or form. I win. And we're now waiting for board view schematics so that I can further diagnose this bad boy and get it hashing. That is my goal in the long run on this one, is to get that bad boy up and hashing away. Oh, they were sold out. Oh, that's a bummer, Mikkel. Oh, damn. No worries. You can sit there and you missed the play, huh? Yeah. You're here a little bit late, Nefarious. You are a little late, my man. So yeah. Thank you, Mikkel. So yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be doing live streaming for the rest of the week. Cause I've actually kind of been liking the format of going live and everything with all of you guys. If you guys want to see me do more live vids versus recorded vids, certainly let me know. Because, well, I actually thoroughly enjoy doing live streams because of the fact that you get a little bit more interaction with you guys. So if you guys got any direct questions for me, it's easier for me to answer them right off the bat. So has anybody got any questions before I sign out of here? And Nefarious, if you want to sit there and see what I was doing, you can go ahead and rewind the video and all that good stuff, and know that I'm going to be doing this next Wednesday for sure, so we will definitely be doing a live stream no matter what on next Wednesday. Wednesday. And it's like, I will be. Oh, yeah. So, yep. With that, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign out since nobody has any... Got a tracking number for those cameras. Yo. You're telling me we got some work coming up here? Baller. So that'll be in the next week or two. Baller. I love the idea that I am being notified that there's work going to be coming in for me. Because Pep Boys has officially let me go the rest of the way. I've no longer got a job. No longer got any insurance, any benefits of any sort. They done gave me the boot. With a minuscule little severance package, definitely not enough to make up for what they made me lose. I would have done a little better had I stayed on unemployment versus having them hold me hostage with a job that really wasn't going to last. So Pep Boys is now, for right now, they are going to be service only. We'll see how long that lasts before they liquidate the rest of the way. They don't have very good business practices on their end, so I don't have the best hope for them. All those privileged CEOs that dangle, little jobs for the common folk like us. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's kind of shitty. It's shitty. It's shitty as hell. But it is what it is. Time to move on, do my own thing. And so I've had a little bit more time to start doing the live streams, doing board repairs. Oh, talking about board repairs. I do have wire ordered up so that I can do board repairs by redoing pathways because that E3 board had a damaged trace path on there from whatever that component is that decided to commit suicide. And when it committed suicide, it obviously sent all of its power to ground. And when it sent all that power to ground, it heated up the pad so hot that it melted it off, blew it apart. Whenever I went to go try to take the component off, whenever I took the component off, the component came apart in like 3-4 pieces and a missing pad. Hey, Big Rome, my man, what's going on? What's up? Yeah, this economy is the worst. I will agree with you. And the Unknown's like, it's hard to find women with the same interests as us. That is so true. I would almost sit there and say that it is a win if you can find the right lady that'll support you in whatever you're doing. So if you start crypto mining, she supports it. Boom, no questions asked. That's what I have with my lovely wife, is that she supports me with what I'm doing. With the YouTube, she might not like it that whenever I'm doing a bunch of YouTube streaming all day in and day out, or I have a couple of days where I'm like living and breathing on my PC, because she's like, you need to spend some time with me too. It can't be all about the crypto community. And I'm like, but they need me. They want to see me there. So it is what it is. But as long as you got a good lady behind you, you're all good. Unknown Crypto, a lot of driving jobs out there, just FYI. Yes, you are correct, Unknown Crypto. A lot of driving jobs out there. Unfortunately, I do not have my CDL anymore. I gave that up just because of the fact that I wasn't using it anymore, and it's not worth doing all the rigmarole to keep it going. It's like $200 and something a year or something like that, because you got to get a physical every year, every other year. I forget how it goes. But without working, usually your employer does all of that stuff, pays for everything for you, so you can keep your CDL going. But not anymore. Nefarious is like the most. It's the most work. It's the most wonk, do sketch, dreamy, cross-eyed, alcoholic, coma-induced nightmare of a quagmire economy. Whoa, that is a tongue twister trying to say that. Oh my god. Tech Man's like, you don't want a gal that knows everything you do. It gets boring. That is true. That is true. But at the same time, it is kind of nice to be able to talk to your lady, talk shop with her, and it's not just deer in a headlight. She does get a lot of what I mean over the few years. Some of the stuff's been sinking in with her too. So I mean, she understands how to put a rig together. She understands what it takes to keep it going. So it's kind of nice. Big Rome, thank you. He's like, I see big things in the crypto lane for you, bro. Just stay on top of it like you doing now. You know it. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. So it is every 2 years. Yeah, I thought it was like every 2 years. That's why somebody's kind of questioning myself. I'm like, I don't think it was every year that I had to do that. It was every year for a drug test. That's what it was. Every year for a drug test. Every other year for the physical. And then the insurance you gotta have for you. Oh god, it's just a lot. Yeah, Nefarious. Warn me before you put tongue twisters of a sentence out, dude. So if anybody's got don't have any other questions or anything like that. Oh yeah, AMD stock over $55. Fire! Oh yeah. Big Rome's like, weed and crypto. I concur. For sure. Nefarious is like, and people wonder why I mumble. It's I can't catch up to the thoughts that he has. It's so true sometimes, right? Oh, and I turned off my pan. As soon as I can get the, well, I mean, I can kind of fire it up right now. I don't think I did anything, but I can certainly fire up the card really quick, even though it's not on a motherboard, but I can still fire it up and see how the LEDs look on it, and see if there's any progress made by getting out the one connector that was bad on the board. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a power supply, and I have a riser right here, so I just need my power supply, a cable, and my breakout board. Give me 1 second. power supply. Got my board here. My breakout board gets plugged right in. And let's see here. I need to be able to reach my outlet over here. Alright, so my breakout board's got power. Cool, cool. Hopefully no magic smoke. If so, fake news will somehow blame Trump. Oh, that's funny. Alright. So, go ahead and... Alright, so LEDs are right in here. Hopefully a blue one lights up now. Nope, still red. And it's about the same. So the blue one lights up for a moment, and that's, I think, is like a... I want to say the clock circuit is probably having an issue. If I had to take a guess, I think this thing has a PCB issue going on with it. So unfortunately, thankfully, no magic smoke, nothing fried. That's a good thing. It all powered up, which means that my connections on there are really nice. No, I don't necessarily need an oscilloscope. I just need to be able to test out grounds and ohms. I just need to know the physical resistance of everything. And that's where this bad boy comes into play. So I should be, as soon as I get some board view schematics, I can sit there and start doing my testing with my multimeter, figure out if I've got shorts, opens to grounds, and all that good stuff. No blue light means it's been defunded. Oh God, oh God. The Trump put a tariff tax on that blue light. No, Nefarious. Christy did not give me an ETA, but she did get a whole. She did include me in the email that she sent to her contact with Xilinx. And her contact with Xilinx is also Xilinx's blockchain division, part of the FPGA of their FPGA company. So he said that he was looking into it for me. Even if he can't get me the BCU 1525s, they make Xilinx had a VCU 1529. And the only real difference on there were some of the capacitors on the board here were a little bit more robust, a little bit bigger to handle the constant power supply on there. But everything else should be the same on this, so I should be able to do testing on this. Oh God, that's so wrong, Nefarious. Biden hasn't given it enough rubbing while it was in the shadows. Yeah. Right? Wait a minute. It's not voting for Biden. So, I mean, according to Biden, it means that this isn't black, right? Because, you know, like Biden said, you know, it's like if you're not going to vote for him, you ain't black. At least that's what he said. Cancel culture, cancel the blue light. You don't actually need to have the RAM in this. You were able to actually order this with or without the RAM, I believe. I've actually got some of the RAM that it uses right here. This is like 3 of them. Each one would take 4 of these. So I mean, I've got them, but they're even my other BCU 1525s. I don't. These were the ones from the ones that I'm mining on right now, so you don't necessarily need these. Get to work, you bum. Yo, Gundy. Gundy, it's all about them mems and knobs, right? So... install memory, smoke gets from the RAM. I mean, it's like, let's see here. I don't even have everything for these ones. I was just given just the PCBs themselves, and you can see how these ones slot in there. Nothing big. And then it's got specific coolers so that it doesn't interfere with the RAM slots and all that good stuff. I just don't see any need to have these in there. The RAM's actually too slow on these things to be of any real major use. Yep. So if anybody else got any questions or anything like that before I sign out, if not, even if you think of a question later on, drop them in the comments down below. If there's anything that you guys would like me to kind of go over also, put those in the comments too, because I like doing content that you guys feel most relevant to yourselves as a community whole. So certainly drop some video ideas if you ever got them. I always go through all the comments, so certainly drop a comment in down below. While you're down there, smash that Lizzie like button, hit the bell notification, subscribe if you haven't, and you know, all that good stuff. Make sure the bell notification button's on, just in case, you know, YouTube has turned it off on you. Oh man, my little smash dude is a little off. Be like that. Let's see if that's right. Something that I never really play around with whenever I'm like not doing live streams. Oh, you can go back just a little further. There we go. Bam, bam. There we go. Bet you that works better. Gunny's like, need all the content. Make my brain explode and melt, right? Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to call it here. I'll be in the Discords. If you guys want to hang out in Discord, just drop into one of the chat rooms. I'll keep an eye on that while I'm kind of cleaning everything up, because, you know, got to stay organized and all that good stuff. I'll be dropping a vid real soon, talking about my stone book here. Yeah, I said it. A stone book with a ghost pen. all about the stone book and the ghost pen. Just saying. It's all about that. And with that, guys, I think I will see you all on the next one, guys. So peace out, and yeah, I don't know. See you on the next one. Later.